Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband.
Wife.
Do you know where we are today?
We are starting a new goddamn book.
We sure as fuck are.
And what book is it?
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes.
Right?
That's another book.
It's another book.
And we've actually had some people tell us, Polly, that they really are looking forward to this, among other people.
Actually, Bretty also
is looking forward to this, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had some people reach out specifically that are very excited about this book, which makes me even a little bit excited about this book.
But just to temper your enthusiasm,
okay,
I've also been told, but you'll still hate it though. Even though it's my favorite, you'll still hate it.
Got it.
So
okay.
I think it has to do with maybe religious upbringing or something.
Sure.
Has made it near and dear to their heart and less hateful than the rest. But still,
right. We'll find out in our own little way how much we hate or love this book.
Freddie specifically said, "Oh no! You'll still not like it though."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
well, good to know. All right.
Yeah.
So that means that today we are going to be reading
Chapter 1 of Ecclesiastes.
All right. You ready to hop into this?
I sure as fuck am.
Let's do it.
Okie dokie. Okay, before we read chapter 1 of Ecclesiastes, a couple notes.
Couple.
All
right.
Okay. One is that I'm going to tell us just a little bit about the book, like who the author is.
Okay.
Et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
The second thing is, I think we're going to go back to previous format, what we were doing prior to Proverbs and Psalms.
Yeah.
Which is that we would read the chapter and say, oh, what's that about? And then make a note of it. And then on Saturday, do a Q&A about anything we had questions about.
Okay. So we'll be doing our weekly Q&A.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
sounds good.
I just, I'll come into this a little less prepared than I did with Proverbs and Psalms.
Which is how we kind of prefer to do it because, honestly, we both want to be learning things as we learn them.
Yeah,
so
reacting in the moment as opposed to me informing you of a thing.
Right, but it just wasn't relevant. It wasn't easy to do.
Yeah.
With the format in Psalms and Proverbs.
We're just having to kind of learn our format as we go and be flexible.
Yeah.
To the demands of the material.
So we're back to a weekly Q&A.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, if
Fair
that's
enough.
okay with you.
I mean, that's fine with me.
Okay, I kind of sprung this on you like mid-recording.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
It's fine. That's how we do things, you know?
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I was thinking this earlier, and I was like, I'm not going to tell him. All right?
Yep.
So, Ecclesiastes, an unnamed author introduces the words of Kohelet, son of David, king in Jerusalem.
Okay.
Okay, so
All right.
Kohelet is supposedly the author here.
Right.
He does not use his own voice again until the final verses. Okay, so the opening verses of the first chapter,
Yeah.
he's going to introduce these are the words of Kohelet.
Right.
And then the very last chapter, which I think there's only like 12 chapters in this book.
Sure.
At the end of that last chapter, we'll hear from him again, saying, those were my words, I guess.
Got it. Okay. All right.
I'm guessing that's how that works.
Sure.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And he's going to give his own thoughts at that point at the end and summarize the statements of Kohelet. The main body of the text is ascribed to Kohelet himself.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
According to rabbinic tradition, the book was written by King Solomon in his own age.
Oh.
So Kohelet is telling the story, saying, like he starts off at the beginning saying, I'm Kohelet, and I'm telling you this story.
Right.
According to King Solomon, my daddo.
I thought it was King David.
That's what I said. Oh, no, you're right. My mistake. Where did David come in? So Kohelet is the son of David.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then supposedly Solomon wrote this whole thing, which doesn't make any fucking sense, but whatever.
Okay.
Okay. But it doesn't matter who actually wrote it or who says they wrote it, because
Okay.
they're all lying. The story is a lie.
Got it.
Okay, because the presence of Persian and Aramaic terms point to a date no earlier than about 450 BCE, and Solomon reigned between 970 and 931 BCE.
Got it.
So we're talking like 500 years later is when it was actually written. Okay.
All right. Sounds.
The latest possible date for its composition could have been even as late as 180 BCE.
You know, it seems to me that there's a lot of stuff written in that 400 to 500 BCE period, because that's when they were coming back or going into exile type time frame.
Yeah.
And that's when a lot of these, like, let's rally around our religion type things were happening.
That's exactly why all of this material came out during that time period.
Right.
Because they were they were coming out of the Babylonian exile.
Right.
So,
and they were trying to rally around their religion and their God. So
yeah. And I mean, they did a pretty good job. They put their religion back together, and then it lasted.
Right.
All the way up and through today.
Yeah.
So, not a bad job.
Right.
Ecclesiastes is a phonetic transliteration of the Greek word for the Hebrew name of its stated author, Kohelet. So, Ecclesiastes is Kohelet.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So, that's where the name comes from. That's why that book has that name. And I thought that would be good to know before we go in, that that's what that word means.
Sure. Good to know.
Commentators struggle to explain why a man was given an apparently feminine name, because the name Kohelet, in that early Greek and Hebrew, or that Greek translation, had the noun. It was a feminine noun.
Okay.
So they're like,
so it was very odd that.
Yeah, like, why was that dude given a feminine name? And then I'm like, why are we assuming it was a dude?
Right. Yeah.
But that never came up, like, in any of the notes that I read. Like, nobody said, maybe it wasn't a guy.
Because it couldn't possibly be a woman.
Yeah.
Right?
But apparently it was a guy, for surezies.
But maybe not.
With a feminine name.
Right.
And nobody knows why.
But maybe not. Because if it was written in 500 BCE or around that time frame, then no one really knows for sure.
Right.
Like, these are based on probably some sort of story that was told over hundreds of years.
Right.
So,
but we have people today saying, why did that? And I'm like, why the question?
But I find that in religion, there's a lot of questions that they leave not answered because they don't want to know the answers to them. So,
right. It's true.
It might be one of those things where it's like, well, maybe it was a woman. We just don't know for sure.
I just found it odd that not anybody put forth the idea that maybe it was a girl.
Right.
Weird. One theory accepted by a wide variety of modern scholars, however, to knock me off of my little soapbox, is that he ascribed this activity to his wisdom because wisdom is female, capital W.
Okay.
That's why he used a feminine name.
Got it.
And I'm like, okay.
All right.
That's what the scholars of today say. The modern scholars.
I guess, whatever.
It's a valid argument.
Maybe.
I still question it, but okay, whatever you say, guys.
Sure.
So, okay, now we're going to jump into the actual chapter 1 of Kohelet, which is Ecclesiastes chapter 1.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
The words of the teacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Meaningless, meaningless, says the teacher. Utterly meaningless. Everything is meaningless. That sounds like me every day when I wake up, right? This all sucks. Why bother?
Right, yeah.
What do people gain from all their labors at which they toil under the sun?
I think that's a question we ask every day of our lives, right?
Like, why bother?
Why do I keep doing the shit I'm doing? Because,
everything's stupid.
Where am I getting with all this?
Yeah. Like, I'm just pushing a rock up a hill.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's I think a lot of people feel that way in life. Because it does, you're fighting against a lot of things that are outside of your control.
Yeah, and it just feels pointless.
Right.
Yeah.
But, there's no way around that. You can't change the government you live under. You can't change, how life works.
Right.
So you're kind of stuck in the model of government that you live under, and that's where we're at. So.
Yeah. I find that interesting.
Right.
That's the way it starts. Generations come and generations go, but the earth remains forever. The sun rises and the sun sets and hurries back to where it rises. The wind blows to the south and turns to the north. Round and round it goes, ever returning on its course. All streams flow into the sea, yet the sea is never full. To the place, I like that.
Yeah. No, it's
this is everything's pointless. Ooh.
Well, no, this is very poetic, actually.
No, I know, I like it.
Yeah.
I like depressing poetry.
Right.
Yeah. To the place the streams come from, there they return again. All things are wearisome, more than one can say. The eye never has enough of seeing, nor the ear its fill of hearing. What has been done will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. I didn't know that's where that phrase came from.
Yeah, no, that's interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
Is there anything of which one can say, look, this is something new? It was here already long ago. It was here before our time. No one remembers the former generations, and even those yet to come will not be remembered by those who follow them.
Wow. What a dark passage.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
That was the first section.
I like it. It was really well written.
It was.
For the Bible. This is really well written for the Bible.
Yeah. I'm enjoying this thus far.
Yeah.
So that was the intro. Now we're getting into the meat of this chapter. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
I, the teacher, was king over Israel and Jerusalem. I applied my mind to study and to explore by wisdom all that is done under the heavens. What a heavy burden God has laid on mankind. I have seen all the things that are done under the sun. All of them are meaningless, a chasing after the wind. What is crooked cannot be straightened. What is lacking cannot be counted. I said to myself, I says, look, I have increased in wisdom more than anyone who has ruled over Jerusalem before me. I have experienced much of wisdom and knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because that's Solomon supposedly saying that.
Right.
Then I applied myself to the understanding of wisdom and also of madness and folly, but I learned that this too is a chasing after the wind. For with much wisdom comes much sorrow. The more knowledge, the more grief. The end.
This is not the best. So far,
right?
This is not the best picture for God,
right?
Like they're like it's all pointless and meaningless, and
why even bother?
That's exactly what it's saying, right? Mm-hmm. Like it's all the first opening is meaningless,
mm-hmm.
and then just nothing good is happening in this person's passages here.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
It's kind of shocking.
It really is. I wasn't expecting to hear. I don't even know really how to react to this because I'm expecting like God shit,
mm-hmm.
and they only mentioned God like once in that whole passage, and it was just as a passing thought, kind of
like God give us things, but it's all the same
in the void that is no meaning.
Right.
So
right.
it's very cool.
It is very cool
so far.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure this will tie back somehow
I definitely
to
like
God.
chapter 1, though.
Yeah, no, I really like it. I mean,
it almost sounds
there's
Shakespearean, right?
Right, yeah, there's very quotable shit from it, and like I liked it. That was beautiful in a dark way, but yeah, I'm a fan of that chapter.
Same.
So yeah,
Same.
I don't know what else to say.
This one's right up there with we liked the whole book of Esther.
Yeah.
And now we like chapter 1 of Ecclesiastes.
So far, yeah, I'm down with Ecclesiastes. So,
yeah. Did you have any questions
we
want to mark down?
I think so. I mean, I wrote a note in here to look up, just like if I can find it. I'll do my Google searching just to see if is it Kohelet or how do you say
Kohelet?
Kohelet.
It's Kohelet, son of David.
All right. I want to look up if they might be a woman, if there's any words out there that say that, just something that I would like to follow up with. So
yeah,
I noted that down as something that we could go over. So
okay.
Other than that, I don't really have any questions. It was pretty straightforward, very dark, very
everything sucks.
Interesting. Yeah. So
and it does.
All right. Well, that was the first chapter of Ecclesiastes.
Sure as fuck was.
And we'll be back tomorrow with
Ecclesiastes chapter 2.
We'll see you then.
Yep. Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.